Okay, number 14, find the slope, x-intercept, and the y-intercept of the following equations. So we're finding different parts of lines, and we want to find the slope and the intercepts. Again, what we're looking for on this problem is first looking at the equation of a line, thinking about what form it's in and what that form helps me find. So if I look at A, I got 4x minus 2y equals 12. Now since the x and the y are on the same side of the equal sign, that tells me it's in standard form. And when an equation of a line is in standard form, that usually helps us find the x and y intercepts pretty easily. The reason being is, anytime I want to find the x-intercept, I put in 0 for y. So I let y equals 0. Now if you think about this, if I put in 0 for y, I'm going to have negative 2 times 0. Well, negative 2 times 0 is 0, so that term is basically going to cancel itself out if I put in 0 for y. So I'd be left with 4x equals 12. Divide both sides by 4, x would equal 3. So the x-intercept would be 3. To find the y-intercept, we let x equal 0. So if we look at this equation, if I put in 0 for x now, well, 4 times 0 is 0. So this is completely going away. And I'm left with negative 2y, because it was a minus, equals 12. And then I would divide both sides by negative 2 and get y equals negative 6. So the y-intercept would be negative 6. So this is what I mean. Usually when you're finding the x and y-intercept in standard form, it's easy because basically all you're really doing is taking out the y, dividing by the number in front of x to get the x-intercept, taking out the x, dividing by the number in front of y to get the y-intercept. Now to find the slope, we're going to take the equation 4x minus 2y equals 12 and put it in slope-intercept form, which means I want to get the y by itself. So I would minus 4x from both sides, which would give me negative 2y equals negative 4x plus 12. And then I would divide everything by negative 2. So I'd get y equals negative 4 divided by negative 2 is positive 2, x, and then 12 divided by negative 2 is minus 6. Now again, once it's in slope-intercept form, that tells me 2 is the slope. So m equals 2. So again, standard form, x and y intercepts are pretty easy to find. You got to do a little bit of work to find the slope. Part B, y equals negative 3x minus 15. Well, if we look at that, the y is by itself, so that's our hint that it's in slope-intercept form. Again, if it's in slope-intercept form, that automatically means I know m is a number in front of x, and b is the constant term. Well, m is a slope, so m is negative 3 in this case. B is the y-intercept, so the y-intercept in this case is negative 15. Now the only thing I have left to find is the x-intercept. So we're going to use the same process I did on the first part here, because anytime I want to find the x-intercept, I can put in 0 for y. So if I take this equation, y equals negative 3x minus 15, put in 0 for y, I'm going to get 0 equals negative 3x minus 15. And that's just a basic two-step equation. I add 15 to both sides. Get 15 equals negative 3x. Divide both sides by negative 3. I get negative 5 equals x. So the x-intercept's negative 5. So again, just trying to get you to understand what the two forms tell you and how you find that information using the two forms.